Testing, testing. There we go. Yep, it works. If I turn this, yep, it works. Alrighty. Got ourselves for ourselves the, what's it called? This right here. Let me make sure it's yeah, look at that. Smash Drake Lake. I was looking for Drake Lake and I just saw this from Smash. I guess I presume this is Smash 4. It's either Smash 4 or Melee. I don't know. I never played either of those games. I did play Melee a little bit, but I never really got into it. Alright, let's look at my channel again. Because I feel like, you know, these chill streams, I just do what I want. Now, I already did a chill stream here, so we're going to do another chill stream. Let's just look at my channel before. I'm just waiting for people to think. Just looking through my old videos. Oh. That'll be taken out in post. Okay. No need to worry about that. Let's gonna move on. Okay. Let's see the things. There you go. Remember 4-minute mark. Okay. Let's see what we got. The most popular streams that aren't drama related.
I want to have a conversation with her and tell her that she better check herself before she comes back up here.
I think the other one's better. The other video that I did was way better than that. This one was way better. Actually, which one came first? I think this one came first.
This attitude over here. What you think you're doing?
Thank you, Mr. Durkin.
What is he doing, Dargo? What in the world what is that, yo?
This ain't no club. You can't be acting ratchet up here.
Christian.
Well, hold on a second.
What am I looking at?
What am I looking at?
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
What? I don't remember this.
That's fashion nowadays. Am I missing something? Am I not with the times?
Is that a dude or is that a? What am I looking at? Dargo, you gotta explain, bro. You can't just be. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What?
What is that?
I don't know.
What is this?
I don't know. What is?
Man,
What
this
is?
gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. We're dealing with one of these topics today.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be one of these today.
Sheesh.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
All right, Chloe.
Until my family and I decide what law firm we are going to choose.
What?
I will be representing myself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you need time to seek a attorney?
Well, not really, but I have a request at this time as I am representing myself.
Well, not until such time as I relieve Mr. Durkis.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I'm trying. I have not done so.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what the issue is and what you're intending upon doing.
Dismissing the court-appointed attorney and representing myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. At this time, I can't make it any clearer, and I don't understand.
You're not making it very clear to me at all.
Okay.
You're not listening.
I'm
you're
confused.
just talking.
Let him speak, then you speak.
Are you going to hire an attorney
Yes.
or are you going to represent yourself?
Today, Your Honor, I'm going to represent myself. If my request is denied by you, then I will be hiring an attorney. I can't make it any clearer than that.
Man, we doing one of these today. We doing one of these today. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Let me delete this background. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see the chat with this. I need to generate a different background. Black screen. That ego is crazy.
So if I relieve Mr. Durkis, you're going to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
So if they set it for a preliminary examination, you're ready to go?
This is I'm representing myself today. I don't know what all happens today, but I'm talking to the judge without the court-appointed attorney.
No, man.
Okay, well, I don't.
Don't listen. Don't you dare just lean on my podium and pretend like that. Not here.
Attitude.
Okay.
Girl, you making a terrible case for yourself. You're right off the bat, your reputation is terrible. Listen, whatever this shenanigan you got going on over here, this shit is not the way to do it. If you're just gonna get a lawyer, just get a lawyer. Don't be doing this represent yourself bullshit. It's not gonna work well for you. You do not know what you're
Sorry
doing.
for the cussing. I wasn't that
What you're doing
controlled
over
with my
here,
language
Mr.
back then.
Miss Ponytail, uphead ass, looking ass. Well, I can't be speaking.
I don't know either, dog.
But hey, this looks way better than what you got going on over there. So, hey, man, this shit crazy.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass.
That on that topic, it's really not hard to present yourself well. You don't need to be dressing in the most crazy, like up top fashion, have your hair all over. I know for females is a bit like more tricky, right? I know for females is a little bit more tricky because they got a lot more things to do with like their hair, their makeup, their nails, whatever. That's just the way females are. But like it doesn't take that much, right? I don't know her whole getup just screams like I'm an annoying person. I almost cussed again. I'm a very, very annoying person. Y'all know what the word I was gonna say. If you don't, then it is what it is. I'm gonna just say it, I'm a real B word. That's what that getup screams to me. Now, the judge is supposed to be neutral. But he a human being, he gonna look at your outfit, he gonna be like, man, you're gonna be dealing with one of these. So.
What's the matter? Because if you come back up and start banging your nails on that podium, you're gonna be going with Mr. L. You may have a seat. Don't shake your head at me. Oh. Mr. Allen, might want to have a conversation with her and tell her that she better check herself before she comes back up here.
This attitude over here.
I can't handle watching this anymore. What is wrong with this person, yo? I can't handle watching this anymore. This is ridiculous. The cursor. Okay. What is this is ridiculous. Okay, let me see what other things I reacted to, because I remember I couldn't really find good clips for this stream. the thing about like looking up these videos is like you find a couple good videos, but like that's really it. Maybe there's like more good videos now since it's like there's way more people clipping. At this time, like he just got famous because of that one guy who was driving without a license, and he was recording it, and he showed up to court and he's like, yo, this guy is driving, he's not supposed to be driving. I, crazy display. This guy just gets a lot of weird, crazy people in his court, man. I mean, think about it. His jurisdiction is next to Detroit. Crazy. Judge Simpson, pray for you, bro, because you got some real crazy defendants you got to deal with. All right, let's go back to popular. Let's see what else was popular in my channel. Nothing drama related. Oh yeah, that was the freaking Annie one. You know, for this video, I was gonna do like another one for like the other one that Elon Musk did that was called Valentine. There was another AI that Elon Musk did. I interviewed Annie, and I honestly got sick to my stomach interviewing her. I could not. I didn't like it. I didn't really like it too much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why this one got so much views, because nothing really happens in this stream. Like, what even is worth having 85 people see it? Nothing happened in this stream. All I did was just get it. What? What is this? Oh, I was just explaining. Okay, never mind. I was just explaining the mod or whatever. Okay, no, we're not gonna get through that again. Oh yeah, since it came up on stream, I was in Redeem Zoomer's server and I got banned. I think I explained that already. I'm not gonna explain it again. We're just gonna keep it moving. So I started off as some guy in I don't remember, but then I went all the way to Asia, I think. Or at least I tried to get to Asia. I don't know. I haven't played CK3 as much as I thought I would. I played CK3. I want to say the name so the AI doesn't get confused. Crusader Kings 3. I haven't played Crusader Kings 3 as much as I thought I would. I played Crusader Kings 2, but I played Crusader Kings 2 with mods. I never played with Iron Man or none of that. Yeah. I mostly like playing in Europe. I don't know. The Asian places are pretty cool as a novelty, but they don't really do it for me, honestly. I like playing in Europe most of the time. I mean, also, I know more about European history, so like when I see a character, like, oh, I know who that is. So it's more like recognizable to me. I wish there was like a 900s bookmark though. There's a 1000s bookmark, but that's not good enough. I want a 900s bookmark. I feel like the 900s would be would have a lot more stuff going on, and I recognize the people of the 900s a little bit more than the people of the 800s. I don't really know too much except for like, obviously I know some people here and there. I know the Ragnar Lothbrok and all those crowds of people. If you know what, let me look at this previous stream I did. Let's see verse per 5. It's one of the videos I did before I went on break. Let's see. So my issue for this stream, when I did these streams, these multiverse streams, I kind of just like, it was really like a lot of stuff happening all at once. But when it came down to, for this one, episode 5 over here, I wasn't able to do much. I kind of was like wandering all over the place. I wish there was like a guide that like literally just tells you like, this is where XYZ star is. And I wish they like labeled the stars more better, so that way it's easier to keep track of in this mod over here, Mario Into the Multiverse mod. Great mod. I love the mechanics. I love the gameplay, how you move around, the shotgun, all of the stuff. Great, amazing stuff. but they could have. There's some they could have made the experience a little bit much more better. At least give like each star a name, so that way it's easier to keep track of. So like this, when you're looking for stars you don't have, you can be like, oh well, that's the one behind the waterfall, and I can just look up, okay, how do I get it, and then it shows you, and it's like, okay, cool, because some of these stars are intuitive to look for, some of them aren't. Like look at this one at the end where I try to get the blimp in the Splatoon world. First, I sent a rocket there. I sent a rocket to the blimp, and it went. The rocket went through the blimp, no collision. And I'm thinking, okay, the blimp is probably just a background object. It doesn't matter then, because if I can go through it with the rocket power, then obviously that's not an actual object. It's just something floating in the background. But it is actually some. But that's not true. The blimp is actually something that you have to hit so you can get the star. And I'm just thinking to myself, why did they do this? This is so stupid. And then I tried to do something in like this Z world, this like space world that they have. I still don't understand what that game is supposed to be. I looked it up and I'm looking. I still don't know what it. I looked it up and I still don't know what it is. I don't know what this game is. I've never heard of this game before. All right, but that's not a problem. This map is freaking huge and it's a maze. Now it's probably like that's how the game actually is. Like it's a big map and it's like a maze. But when you take that into Mario 64, first of all, when you're going through this map, it's kind of a whole lot of nothing. Like it's just me going through this really big empty space. And you know, when you're playing it by yourself, it's not really much of a problem because you're just playing by yourself. There's no like, you know, that's really it. But when yeah, if you're streaming this, of course, you know there's got to be something, you know, something here engaging. Like, okay, I'm going on these pixelated pillars over here. What are these for? What's going on? Is there at least something that can explain like the lore? No, there's nothing. It's just you just go through a big maze just to find one star, and that's the whole map. If I decide to do another stream, which I probably will play the game again later on. I probably will look for the. This will have to be a stream just this world by itself, just getting all the stars in this world. I already got a good bulk of them, but I gotta find the rest of them. I think I got like half of them. This is actually pretty hard to find them. Then there's these streams where I did the EU4. I think I explained that I just EU4. I love EU4, but it's EU4. It's EU5. I even have it on this thumbnail. Wow. I even have on the thumbnail EU4. I didn't even realize that. Wow, that's a wow. Okay, that just goes to show how much I played Europa Universalis 4 that I messed up the thumbnails. It's supposed to say Europa Universalis 5. Okay. Well, as I was saying, I don't know about that yet. Well, let's have some restraint with that word. I do like Europa Universalis 5. But I just don't think it's the best kind of game to play on stream for me. Because I need something. I need something going on so I can explain. I can't explain every little detail though. I need something going on that's a little bit engaging, that can help me bounce off of what I'm showing, so it's a little bit more engaging when I do a stream. Because if I'm just showing something and I'm not saying much, then it's kind of like I'm wasting y'all time, and I feel like I'm wasting my own time. You know what I mean? And I can do a stream where I'm not talking much. It's a chill stream, right? Chill stream is whatever I want to do. But if I'm doing an actual stream, like an actual stream with the game, I gotta be doing something. I gotta be talking. I can't just be like clicking a bunch of things and I'm just doing nothing for hours, because these are like very long streams. That ain't it. Know what I mean? I can't be doing that. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, Pathfinder. This is actually not a bad game. It's just the beginning is very slow. Like all of the interesting stuff happens after the first dungeon, and then all of the more very, very, very interesting stuff happens after the first city. Because then you start off in a dungeon, then you're in a city going back and forth, then you're given like an army or whatever, and you're going across the world or whatever. That's when the game actually becomes more interesting. You're going from different place to different place. It's actually really, really fun. That part where you're going across the world, that's like Act 3. For you to get to Act 3, you got to do a bunch of stuff. And I already have a run where I got to Act 3, and I just want to continue it. I don't feel like making another run from scratch just to get to Act 3. But now that I have a little bit more energy, the issue is, oh, well, actually, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what the issue is. That will be for another time to explain, if I explain it at all. I'm sure it'll come up. No, we're not going to touch those streams with a 50-foot pole. There'll be a time for that, but that time is not now. Okay. Judgment is very slow. Lost Judgment is a great game. I think I explained it multiple times. I was playing Lost Judgment. I loved Lost Judgment. That game is great. There's so many things to do. I love it. Beautiful game. Judgment, the first game, is good, but is very slow. And obviously, if I'm going to play Lost Judgment, I got to play the original Judgment game. But it's like, my goodness, I can understand why this series never kicked off, because this was supposed to be like another series that the Yakuza people were doing, like the people who made the Yakuza games. This was supposed to be like another series, but it never went anywhere. I can see why, because the first game in the series is a real slog to get through. Like I gotta and even in the story, it's kind of like very low stakes. Like I gotta go defend the Yakuza guy, find the information or whatever. Somebody killed some girl, and now he's a disgraced lawyer or whatever. It's just like, okay, you got, what's his name? Is his name like Yagami or something? I'm thinking of like I'm thinking of Death Note, but his name might also actually be Yagami as well. Well, whatever the guy's name is, the main character of Judgment, he was a lawyer. He defended a guy. Now in Japan, because he's in Japan, it's very, very rare for a lawyer to win anything, because the conviction rate is 99%. Now there's kind of a mixed conception with that like, oh, Japan is, if you get prosecuted, that's it. But a lot of the time, the trial is concluded before a trial even happens. So like, what would happen is a prosecutor might prosecute you, but through investigation, that he might drop the case, and then there's no trial. If he does decide to go through with it, it's because it's very likely that you probably are guilty. Now, it's just they just have a different system. They resolve things outside of courtrooms than inside of courtrooms. Now, there could be room for abuse there, but it's just, that's just the Japanese system. They have a different society. They have a very high trust society. They make it work. Obviously, if it wasn't, Japan wouldn't be how it is. I'm going to continue. That's a topic for another day. He got a guy off, even though it's rare for anybody to win a case in Japan. And then that guy goes and kills somebody, and now the main character is his reputation is dragged through the mud. Now that sounds like a very, very good backstory, a very, very good hook. Maybe he's gonna find the guy who whatever. Maybe he finds out that like actually the guy was innocent and it was somebody else who did it, or there was something going on. Maybe she was actually a bad guy and he was trying to defend himself. Maybe. That happens too. That happens too. Sometimes people attack other people. A person A will attack person B. Person B defends themselves, but in the process of defending themselves, they kill the other person. Person A dies, and the police they don't see person A attacking B. They see person B standing over a dead body, and they don't know what happened because there's no video or proof. All they have is the guy is saying is like, well, she attacked me first, and you know how it is. You know, you got a guy with a female, and you know, hey, it's not like women can't attack first. Women can be violent too, but that's not the way most people see it. You know, that's not the way most people see it. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's what happened. But that's the point of the game, is for you to find out, and it's a real slog to find out. Moving on. It's actually pretty fun to just react to my own content. Halo. I remember I was doing the Halo stuff. I don't know. I could probably get through the game in a lower difficulty, but it's not it for me. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay. Well, actually, hold on. Alright, I'm back now. Tea. Alrighty. I could do this for a long time and that'd be the whole stream. Is it gonna hit the corner? Does it hit the corner? Yes, it does. Okay, now we're done. Let's go. Let's keep going. Did that. Okay, let's get this game started now. Actually, let me just wait for it to like really far out. Look at them go. Look at them go. Okay, we're gonna play Enzoy. This is a game that's kind of like The Sims. I played it for a bit, but I never really got into it. But after seeing like a discussions post, I understand why why the game's not really my thing. And it's because the game is not I played The Sims, right? I'm used to The Sims, right? And let me just have something else on the screen while I wait. I played The Sims, right? What I'm used to is playing The Sims, right? What I'm used to is playing The Sims. That is what I'm used to playing. So when you play Enzoy, you're not playing it like The Sims, right? The story dynamic is way more what is the focus, right? In The Sims, everything was very much like if you want to get something going, right? It's like you got like certain things you want to achieve, and you just got to make sure that you do the checklist in order to make everything happen. But there's like ways to cheat without using the cheats, of course, or mods. There's way to like cheat the system, and Sims 4 is a very old game. Even though it's an old game, it's not as good as it could be, right? Although I could play Sims 3, I have Sims 3, but it's just because I was playing Sims 4 to play Sims 3, it doesn't. I'm sure like there's ways to like make the experience like Sims 4, but the issue is two issues. The game either way is still very archaic in the way it is, the way it presents itself, the way how you play it. I could just play and get used to it. Like that's not like that's annoying, but like if I like the game, I can just get used to it. But the second issue is I don't want to support EA. EA does not deserve my money. I don't like EA. They suck. And that's the way it is. I don't want to support EA. They're not a good company. They have very predatory practices. And that's the way it is. I don't want to support that. Now, luckily, as far as I'm concerned, Enzoy, the company under Enzoy, I think technically is part of Epic Games, which I'm not a big fan of Epic Games either, but it's not necessarily like the same thing as Epic Games. It's more like a studio that's like just happens to be part of the wider Epic Games corporate structure, and it's some Korean company. I always call, even though like Enzoy is his own game, it's his own series. If anybody who likes the game or the developers are watching, although I doubt that they would even watch me, your game is obviously not The Sims. I died there. Oh, that sucked. That sucked for real. Your game is your own. It's his own game. It's got its own identity. That's what I'm gonna explore today. And but I and other people tend to call it Korean Sims, which because that's just the way it is. I still, when I describe it to my, my sister also plays this game, so when I describe it to like my sister and stuff like that, I call it Korean Sims. And I may in the stream accidentally call it Korean Sims, because that's just what I grew up with, so that's like more familiar to me. I'm basically saying a whole lot of nothing, so we're just gonna get to the stream. Whenever I start talking in circles and I say a whole lot of nothing, let's move forward now. Let's not dabble on nothing. Because I could just talk for hours if nobody stops me, so. Get my glasses real quick. What am I doing, yo? Alright, I can see why I have issues. Oh. Liturgy of the Hours, Night Prayer Mondays. I'll watch that before I go to sleep. We already did that yesterday. I got my blue moon right here because it's after Easter. I can drink now. Let's close it. Let's play the game. Make sure that it comes up. There we go. Let's just play the game. There we go. No? Perhaps game capture then. Game capture. Enjoy. No? Doesn't want to capture the game? How am I gonna do this then? It's gotta capture something, bro. Oh no. We're having issues today, guys. There we go. There we go. Just had to let it, sit for a bit. It's got like an own intro and everything. We'll just watch the intro in case if anybody hasn't seen it. When the cat started going, I thought it was back. I looked around to see if, like, maybe my cat was around, if I accidentally left the door open or not. Cat people problems. I hear other people's cats and I think they're mine. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do. Mods. Let's see. I think these are just like a bunch of. Let's see. Okay. Well, I don't need these mods anymore. We're just gonna play vanilla. We'll play vanilla experience, no mods. I don't know what this is supposed to be. What is it? What is this? Well, I don't know what in the world was happening when I got this game. I don't know if this was like I don't think this was already here. I definitely added these mods, but I don't know why though. Let's go to Curse Forge. Let's see what other mods we have before we start. But we're not gonna play with any mods, but I just want to see them. Top sneakers, that looks cool. They just like add a bunch of stuff. We're just gonna play vanilla. Well, those high top sneakers do look nice, I will say. And I will say. I will say. Those do look nice, I will say. I'll take that. Let's see. Let's look around what's out there. Medium lifespan. No stock cooldown. No nut. Unlock the body sliders. What does this do? Ah, I see. This might be very useful, actually. No clap. Dancing. Crazy age groups. I mean, the game does come with a bunch of age groups. That is kind of crazy. Per-hour day. Four-hour day. This actually be pretty useful if I decide to play with a way longer day. What does it mean 4-hour day? Like it takes 4 hours for a day to happen? That's kind of crazy. That's a bit much. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna find out, obviously. No school names. Where Simpson, Lois Jean Chase, Bradford Skinner. I wanted to keep the Korean names. Well, it's gonna. I don't know. Teddy conversation for all. I mean, I'm talking to myself all the time, so I don't need to be a kid to be talking to myself. I've been talking to myself. They won't even like that. Whoa, he's locked. He trying to break into a car, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's cars and all that in this game. Yeah, I forget about that. So there's all kinds of stuff in this game. I forget about that. It's just I never really got into it. That's the problem. Okay, I think we'll just get started now. There's enough wasting time. I don't know which world I'm gonna play with though. I don't remember. I don't know which world I'm gonna play in though. Well, the volume for you guys is full. I'll lower for myself. Okay. Okay. I am not the best at designing. This game comes with a lot of details. I'm not the best at details or whatever. I don't even know what kind of family I'm gonna make. I definitely want like one Zoe to be good, one Zoe to be bad, and then like I don't know, some other thing going on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have 4 characters. Well, actually, let me think this through. Actually, I definitely want one in the child range, just so I know like how the school experience is for all that, and get that sorted out. First, what is our guy gonna look like? Is he gonna be Asian? Is he gonna be white? Is he gonna be black? The thing, yo, if I decide to pick like a random Korean name, I don't want to accidentally name him after like an actor or something. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, do you know who that is?" And I'm gonna be like, "Nope, I don't know who none of these guys are. I don't know anything about Korean anything. I know more about like Japanese things, but I don't know too much about Korean stuff." These black characters do look pretty. I'll go for one of them. I should have thought this out before I did this. Oh well. Let's see. Okay. This is Keanu Reeves looking dude. Whoa, what happened to his... What happened, yo? That's not what he's supposed to look like. Hold on a second. There's something not right here. Okay, there we go. I might have to turn that mod off, actually. I'm gonna go back. One back. That mod is messing with the way things are being made. Let's go back to mods. We're gonna turn everything off. We're just gonna be playing vanilla. Oh, I have to keep the sneakers though. The sneakers are nice, but everything's gonna be off. I don't know what this is. What is this even for though? I got this for a reason. I just don't remember why though. Weather, unused features, and insource files. We'll just leave it as vanilla, but we're keeping the shoes. Okay, let's get going now. Randomize. Old professor look, old head. You look like younger. It kind of reminds me of somebody, but I forget who. Oh, that. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. Oh, she look pretty. Let's keep going. See what we get. Nobody's gonna be a young adult. But she's okay looking. She looks like this girl I used to have in my class. I do like the look. You know what? We'll go with this one. Teen? Okay, she's the teen then. Let me hold on. Before I do anything, let me make sure nothing comes up. I can't. Oh, I can't alt tab for some reason. Let me just get that. At my screen real quick. Let me check something out. Change screen again. The game's kosher. No, what happened? There we go. Game's kosher. Nothing unusual. Comment to the audio. Yep, there it is. The game is kosher. Okay. Teen. Body. Should be a bit more full body than that now. I don't want to edit too much because this is the way she came, so that's just the way she's going to be. That's what it is, that she's basically, it's the problem. She can still be like very skinny, just like not that skinny though. Like around 22. Muscle, no muscle. Changes cannot be made after creation. Well, that's okay. That's it. I'm not a big fan of this makeup though. This makeup is kind of too much. Let's see what she looks like without it all. She looks fine. Is this the type of character that's going to use? Let's see. Base color. What if we make her hair black? Like this. Like this. Like this. That reminds me too much of a person I know in real life, so I'm not going for that. Let me... Her hair can be red, I'm just gonna make everything just a bit more dark, though. There we go. As for her face can stay the same. Eyes. We'll go for 3. Something like that. There you go. Now, let's go for something that's not so exaggerated. No. Freckles, maybe less freckles? Or we put it back to how she was. Yeah, like her, how it looked before with the like the more like brown looking eyes. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I am not good at style at all. It's her typical style. I don't think that fits her, to be honest. It doesn't seem to me as a tomboy type. It doesn't seem to me be her style. It's a bit too mature for her. And that's something the girl in the elevator was wearing. I'm sure she would wear something like this because she goes to school, but I don't think that's something that she would just wear normally. Well, I'm glad they have the Korean stuff. So I'm glad that that's in the game. So that means if I decide to make a character that dresses like one of those kinds of guys, it's available. Something like this? No. Now she definitely looks like somebody that are used to now. But that don't. I think so. I think that fits. No. I don't think she's the type of person to reveal too much. Something along these lines, but not this dress. Something different. Like this? That doesn't look too bad. That looks a little bit too grandma-y. I think this is the one. But not this color. cat. No, no, no. There's a certain kind of person who wears these, and that's not that. She's not one of those kinds of people. At least I hope not. Too young for to even make those kinds of comments. So we're just gonna move. More white. There you go. Subcolor. What would subcolor be? Like the soles or the buckles? Oh, the bottom of the shoe. Well, the bottom of the shoe can just be black. Now, what kind of person is she? Let me change the face a little bit more. Let me adjust just a bit. Just a bit. I know she's skinny, but she can't be that skinny. Jennifer Barker. I feel like that works as her name, but different last name though. Different last name. Okay, let's go back to the outfits. Formal, that's not formal at all. Not a formal outfit at all. That's too like, no, that's too like stud type of outfit. And she's not, she doesn't come to be across as a stud. She definitely would wear something like this. This would make sense for her. School, that outfit that was here, that seems like a good outfit for school. Although this outfit's not bad actually. Actually, you know what? We're leaving it as is, but we're changing the color of that skirt though. We're changing the color of that skirt though. Oh, that's not it. That's not the outfit. Where's the actual skirt at? Where is it? This is the one that she has. Or is this not, or is this part of a set? This is part of a whole thing. Maybe that's what it is. It's part of a set. We'll leave it as is. We're not gonna stress too much about it. No, come on, girl. You're not wearing that. Now, since this is like a party outfit, maybe she might wear something along these lines. No, definitely nothing like that. No. No, that's pretty much. That would definitely be something she would wear to work out, but not to go to a party. I just don't think she was to be the type of person who would be showing off too much. Not that she's like a stuck-up person or anything like that. It just doesn't see her that way. Maybe she would actually wear this to a party. All right. There you go. No, that works. This does not. All right, good enough. Now, what's her name gonna be? Idealist. What is her personality? I need to see her in her main outfit. No. What kind of person is this? I don't think she's a recluse. I don't think she's just necessarily a charmer. She might be good socially, but I don't think that's be her main thing. Rule breaker, idealist. Pacifist, leader, sentinel. What's sentinel? Shine brightest when you're careful and deliberate. You know what? I feel like this is the best. Childish, slacker, malicious, workaholic, bookworm. She probably would be a bookworm. Needy, clumsy. I feel like she'd be a very cheerful person. She would be bookwormish. And if that's the case, then I think she would be more intellectual. Okay, that's her. Surname. Jennifer Jennings. Delaney. I like Thomas. We'll go for something else. Jennifer Reed. Tell. Marshall. Acevedo. Blake. Jenkins. I don't know. None of these are really hitting it for me. Jennifer Harris. Hughes. No, Hughes. Oh, Hughes. Make her just a tad bit darker. Not that dark. That looks better. It doesn't really get it. No. It's the one that we had before. That one. Just a tad bit lighter than that, though. Not that light. There we go. That's probably like around the same thing anyways, but yep. Yep. That's already a good one off the bat. I'll save this. Motion capture. First of all, let's see her without the makeup. It's just generic Asian that you probably would already have here anyways. Okay. He's pretty. Let me edit the face just a tad bit. Them lashes are crazy. What was she doing without them lashes? Oh. Not no lashes, just not that much lashes. That was better. This, like, I don't know what is going on with, like, the makeup here, but she's like way too shiny. She's just naturally shiny. What she has on is already fine, it's just that it's gotta be. There you go. feel like there's just the lighting. I feel like she's actually not that shiny. Her face is actually not that shiny. It's just the lighting. I'm not a big fan of this lipstick though. Change it. I like this kind of lipstick. I feel like this is better. Or like this. The presets we have here. How about none? That looks better. Okay. Hair. That hair's not bad, but let's see other ones. No. Like that. I think she would have short hair, just not this one. Maybe something else. Maybe not that short though. We'll just go back to what she had already. I wish it was just like just a slightly more longer option. But it's fine. We'll just stick with this. Maybe. If we make it black. How about this, but black? No. We'll go with the other one. I'll go with the. I'll go with the way it was before. We'll just stick with this. Okay. Those are definitely proportions. Those are definitely proportions. I can see why there's slider, because you can't really edit too much. Just leave it as this. What do they have? What do they have for her? Oh, she gotta wear shoes. She's not gonna be going around with no shoes on. Isabel, Laura. Kind of just have like a Laura look. What was the name of the other one? Hughes? We'll fix it in post. I feel like she would wear this to sleep. I feel like she would be... She'd be like this to sleep. But not with this. More... Something that's like... Something normal people would wear. Is this the same fabric? Well, it doesn't matter if it's the same fabric or not. Just not... Without lettering? Yeah, that's the better one. It's a little bit like the same colors. Yep. There we go. This would just be black. Yep. Yep. She just goes to go around like this normally, like this. I feel like she might have something. There you go. Something darker than that. There you go. That looks about right. Now she's definitely a charmer. Or socialite. Adventurer. What kind of person is this? Idealist. No, I don't think she's a creative type. Adventurer. Maybe. I think she would actually be the Seminole type. She seems like a person who's very firm in her ways. Listen to music? She probably would listen to music. Genius, materialist. Explorer, visualist, go-getter. Who said go my list? true. That's crazy. No. No, it's not necessary. Okay, we're done here. That will be her mother. Muscular. Maybe a little bit muscular. That looks like somebody. This guy looking dude. This goth looking dude. No. They got black fingernails, bro. Nah. Don't paint your fingernails, dog. Don't do that. What's this lip ring you got? You know, I'm just leave that as is. Oh, nah, he's a young adult. Edgy looking dude. This is one edgy looking dude. You can have earrings, just not those earrings. Those earrings look too feminine. Eyebrow piercing? Probably is the type of guy to have an eyebrow piercing, but I think we'll just stick with the earrings instead. That's what that is? You probably would have that, actually. I think that's what it was. First of all, why is eyes red? It's Keanu Reeves looking dude. Whoa. There we go. Gray eyes. Nah, bro, you gotta dress better for that. Yeah, but he's gotta still have his earrings, though. There you go. Well, obviously he doesn't go to school, so it's not gonna matter. He's not worried, bro. He's not worried that, bro. That is not. He is not the type of person to wear something like that. Oh, he's built. It's not that built though. His arms are huge. Yeah, huge old ass arms, bro. That's crazy. He does not look the type of guy to wear skin like this. No, that wouldn't fit him. That's not for working out. Close, but not quite. Sure. Not this shirt though. That. Or that. No. Yes. That works too. Kind of does it to me. But you know what? The tail probably would work. Tail. Just look up a random Italian last name. Where's tongue Shahur? Where is that? What is that tongue Sahur thing that people are posting online? I just don't get it. Bad. He seems to me like a recluse kind of person. But he does seem to me as somebody who is probably perverted. Seems to me as a guy who's actually a genius. That's his thing that he probably would like. Well, he's more of like a simplistic person. I think his ambitions will more be towards tranquility. Yoga, coffee, maybe coffee. I don't know what would be the best for him actually. Career success. I don't know. I don't know what would be the best for him. Maybe knowledge learning. Maybe career success is his thing. He wants to get good jobs so he can live a nice life. Genius. just don't know what you would want to do. That's pretty random. Maybe he's a master chef. Or maybe he's a drinky guy. I think he's, you know what? Despite his appearance, I don't think he's a guy who really drinks, actually. He doesn't seem to be a guy who does any social activity. So, maybe he's a creative person. Answer. You know what? We'll make this guy the musician. The guy who's definitely gonna be the bad guy. He looks too stereotypically like a not good guy. Different preset. This is literally, bro. This is literally that guy. Forget his name from American Psycho. Nah, we're not going for him. Let's change the outfit. Okay. I just wanted to dress normal. He's definitely gonna be an evil-eyed dude, for sure. I think he's materialistic, but he's definitely gonna be evil. He's gonna be a complete menace. I'm so excited. Hyunmin. Park Hyunmin. This is his name. Park Hyunmin. Let's go for this one. That works. That works. I feel like he would just wear We'll just be cruising around normally. Oh. Physique. Ladies be liking the men with the physique. Crazy. I don't think he's that. Do like that. Alright, let's see what's up. What is this? Sure. Anything else to me out here? These ones? He wears glasses. To sleep, maybe? I don't know. Right, these are the guys. Roommates from college. Just trying to make a living. Right? Backstory, we just, they all came from the same community college. Now trying to do something else. Got here. Mateo over here. He wants to be a musician. Hyun Min, I don't know what he wants to do, but he's up to no good. Laura, she's got her thing going on. She's got her daughter Jennifer, who is, from a previous relationship that didn't go anywhere. She's just trying to make do with what she got. Alrighty, let's meet the family. Hughes, Stream. Just call him the Chill. Chill with the Z. Or Chill Stream. Let's bring it in. We're gonna go in the Korea world or the Indonesia-like world. or the West Coast like world. I feel like they would live in a city. In the Korean city. No, not so much this place. Or maybe I might put them in the South Asian area. Maybe. Kind of between whether I should have them in the Korea city or the Indonesia area. Not too sure. Kind of between the two. Let me ask Lily J GPT to see. So. That's interesting. So they say that they're going to make it so you can go between worlds in July time. Okay, well then for now we're just going to stick with the city then. We'll stick with the city. Come on, world. Well, while we wait for this to go, let's see what's going to happen. So we're gonna have our 4 characters just go about their day. I'm just gonna see how this game is. If it's not worth playing, then I'm gonna just do something else. It'll be very disappointing, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna test some things. Just gonna play, see what happens. There's some interactions happening. I heard that they like really expanded it, so I'm gonna see. It's really the personality stuff is different. When I went through all of that, so I was looking a lot. Yeah, and I picked some really like default characters. Besides, first of all, the teen Jennifer is random, and the adults are all from creations of other people. So they're not default at all, actually. Let's see. Someplace that has hopefully recommended for 3 to 4 person households with children. That sounds about right. Let's see. Actually, you know what? These don't even give me a good description of what's in the house, so I feel like this would be the best for me. No, I'm not making a house from scratch. I don't got money for that. Wear shoes indoors? No, because we're in Korea. We're not. Yeah. Shoes. Summertime. Okay, let's check out the house. Oh, I forget that they move when you. Yeah, this is gonna take getting used to. How you pause? 0. Okay. Yeah, when you use the arrow keys, they actually like move and all of that. Like you can actually move them with arrow keys and just like move them around. Bruh, this is what I. Oh my goodness. No, bro, this is like child stuff. That's what we're gonna do. One second. Let's put in cheats. How do I do the cheats again? I probably should have put them on the other place, but you know what? I'm staying here with the classic experience. Okay, what was I gonna do again? kind of messed up already. Because I didn't think this was going to be like this. And I wish it let me have like there. So no, that's not what I wanted to do. Where did they go? I just moved them from their house. I didn't even mean to do that, bro. That is not cool. That is not it. Bro, dude, I'm trying to get used to these controls, bro. I pressed the wrong button. Damn. Where were they at again? I gotta look at my stream to see what house were they in. Guy Apartments 105. We'll just put them back in there. Okay, there we go. Where are our guys at? There they are. These are the ones we're dismissing. Putting in. There we go. We'll put them instead over yonder. Let me look at this house. No, not this one. There's somebody over here. Let's see if this place is big enough for them all. Is it? Okay, we got one bedroom, and that's it. What's the point of this? Okay, let's fix this now. There's the mall. Let's try to hit the house. Hopefully we can get ourselves a house that's not too big. Modern contemporary? No, cannot get that. Too expensive. 3-room villa. 2-person households. Well, mine is a there you go. Let's see this one. Okay. Where the bedroom's at. Okay. Still not enough though. This is the whole bottom thing here. Like, y'all just gonna waste this? Like, how they're even gonna get up here? No stairs. Doesn't make any sense. Ramen shop. Where are... I need a filter. AI build. It's okay. Oh my goodness. We're already coming into a dilemma right now with the house. Because... yeah, let me just... Can I refund this whole house? But just like, just try to, yeah. I'm gonna keep going until we get it out. Basically got most of our money back. There we go. We are going to play these guys for a bit. And we're going to check out the city again. And move these guys out. Where are they at? Where are they at again? Where are they at again? Okay, well anyways. Oh, this one's perfect. She's this bed is over here in the middle, but that could be fixed. Okay, we're going with this one. This one's like around something, right? There we go. What? Oh, well, okay, let's... Let's go. Just run over there. Okay. It's a nice looking environment, I will say. I will say. Gotta wait for the light. Alright, here we go. This is the empty lot. Now let's make a house. Well, are we going to be able to change our house? There we go. I think this will do for now. This isn't ideal, of course, but this is what we'll do. What we do. Let's see. We're going to say... Okay. I don't think anybody's gonna take this room. I'm gonna take that room. This can be the room of Laura. This can be of the Jennifer. And oh, looks like somebody's going to take this room. And it's going to be what's his name? The guy, Mateo. Mateo will take this room. Okay. There we go. Understand what happened. Expelled? Why is she expelled? What did she do to be expelled for? Why did I don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand why only this character can change the rules.
Smalabi. Sid Maichikama.
Interesting. You know what? No. My sister has no screen. I'm sure she has screen. yourself. Oh, this is like, okay. Come on, game. What about a voting experience? I want to play already. I'm trying to find like the schedule thing, like to look at their schedules, but I forget which one it is. I gotta get used to like all the menus again. What is happening? Why is it? Okay. Okay. Why is it taking so long? Okay, well, the game said it auto-saved, so we're gonna call it game. Actually, now we're still gonna be playing. We're still gonna play. Just gotta wait for the game to load again. Actually, nah, it's late. I'm gonna sleep. Peace out, y'all. God bless y'all and take care of yourselves. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I'll probably play this again. But I might play. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Regular streaming, we'll see what happens. Peace out, y'all. God bless.